It's Allison's first day back from vacation, and while you were away on vacation, you texted me and you said, we've got to talk about this. Yeah. I was approached. So explain the situation. What happened?
I don't like being approached whenever it comes to romantic pursuits. I don't want strangers to come talk to me, to flirt with me. I just don't like it.
You're never going to start a relationship with somebody that you've never known before in your life who just came up to you at the bar and tried to get your number.
Exactly. But that is what happened. And it happened in the craziest way whenever I was in San Diego. So I wanted to go back to this restaurant that we had gone to whenever we were in San Diego for radio school last year. I go out there. There's this big open bar. I sit right in the middle. Nobody's going to be sitting next to me. I'm so happy. I run to the bathroom to wash my hands. I come back. There's a guy 2 seats over from me. Not a problem. I'm not stressed about it. He turns to me. He goes, "Are you in town for the convention?" Nope. And well, then he keeps asking me questions. And so finally, because I'm getting sick of it, I'm like, I don't want to do this. I'm here to relax. I'm not here for whatever this is. So I say to him, and this might be rude, but I thought it was going to end the conversation. I said, look, I just got back from a work event and I did a lot of networking and I'm not looking to talk anymore. I'm all talked out.
Seems fairly cut and dry. You don't want to talk to the guy.
Yeah. Well, guess what? He keeps talking to me. I take a bite of sweet potato fries. I'm like mid-chew, and he goes, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "Sorry." And he thinks my name's Lauren. So I'm like, "Yep, okay. That's what you heard. Cool."
My name's Lauren.
And so like at that point, I just play this game where like whatever he says, he keeps interrupting me while I'm like mid-bite. And he was like, "Oh, I bet you've got kids, right? You got," and so I'm like, "Yep, got kids." And so he's asking me about my kids. And so the only thing I could think of was my dog Sealy. I'm like, "Yeah, he's 7, my son." and then he's like, "Oh, what's your husband up to? I bet they're both missing you right now because you're on vacation." And he's like asking me where my hotel is, where I'm
so now
staying.
He's trying to figure out if you're single or with somebody or
right.
what.
And so like he assumes I have a husband. I'm like, yep. I have a kid. I have a husband. I'm not telling you where I'm staying. Yeah, but like if you're going to bother me after I told you not to bother me, that's what you're going to get. So finally, as he's leaving, he's like, "Hey, let me get your number so I can text you suggestions of where to go in San Diego." I said, "I'm good. Thank you so much." And he walked out. And I'm like, what did you think was going to happen after I you assumed that I had a kid and a husband, that I'm just going to be like, "Oh yeah, here's my number. Let's meet up later." Like, gross. And I told you already, I didn't feel like talking. Why did you keep talking to me? Did I just need to be rude? Did I need to throw a drink in his face? What needed to happen for that man to stop talking to me?
It sounds like you were pretty rude. Like, it sounds like you were the appropriate amount of rude. This guy just was not the appropriate amount of smart. So 601-995-1017. How else could have Allison handled that situation to make the conversation end? What's the best way to handle somebody that just won't take a hint? It's Y101, Adam and Allison. And Allison just told us a story from her vacation where that exact thing happened to her.
Yeah, I was at a bar minding my business. A guy sits a few seats over from me, tries to strike up a conversation. A few questions in where I'm not really giving him many answers, I tell him, "Look, I just came back from a work conference. I did a lot of networking. I'm all talked out. I don't want to talk anymore." He didn't take the hint. He kept asking me questions to the point where he was like assuming answers. He assumed I had a kid. So it's like, yep. He assumed I was married. It's like, yep. And then at the end, he had the audacity to go, "Let me get your number so I can give you some recommendations of places to go in San Diego." I said, "Thanks, but no."
Let me get them digits, girl.
No.
Angela texted us and said, "You should have said, I have to take meds to keep me out of the funny farm." Or tell him to hold on. The voices in my head are talking right now. If he doesn't leave you alone, then he's psycho. I think he's psycho no matter what.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he couldn't take a hit. Olivia says that I should have let one rip. Just a loud.
Yeah, but what if he was into that type of thing?
Ew.
He sounds like the type of guy that would have been into that type of thing. Kristen says, I would have stopped answering. Next time, bring AirPods and stick them in, even if nothing's playing. That way people think you are listening to something and usually leave you alone.
I did have headphones. I should have done that because I did stop talking to him and he was not taking a hint. Heather says you should have done the shoe hand gesture and don't say anything.
Cherie says, I would have said F off. However, you could have said, I'm pretty sure my man parts are bigger than yours. Enjoy your night. I still have advice that I think might beat all that, but Mildred is here. What's your advice, Mildred?
Baby, I would have pretended to know sign language.
Oh, and you
just start making hand gestures at him and maybe make one of them the middle finger.
Well, no, more shush him, baby. Just give him the
You did make me think of something that might be kind of a good idea, Mildred. Like, she could have pretended to be deaf.
That's what I'm saying.
No, Mildred, no.
Thank you for the call. Vonn, what's your advice?
My advice would have been she could have told him that she was pregnant or had an STD. That would have killed the conversation right there.
Oh, so I should have. That would have worked out so good because he was asking me. I had a sparkling water, and I think he wanted to buy me a drink. He was like, "Oh, so you don't drink?" I should have said, "Oh, I'm with child."
That's right. He had already established that you had a husband and a child. Hey, by the way, I'm so many months pregnant. That would have probably killed the conversation.
Dang, I missed that one. I missed that opportunity.
See, Vonn, I don't know if that would have worked because I have a feeling this guy would have just thought like, oh, well, that's perfect. I can't get her pregnant.
Well, hey, maybe not.
My advice that I thought was going to be the top dog of all advice was going to be, say, kind of along the lines of the first thing you said, Vonn, was going to be like, hey, I'm on a trip. Do you know where I can get some Valtrex? I'm having an outbreak.
That would have been wonderful.
Thank you for the call, Vonn. Appreciate you, bud.
Adam and Allison in the morning.